Yeah, hi. I just want to make a quick little video showing you how to sharpen garden shears. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. Let's see what you can see. Yeah, maybe we'll do it like this. So the first thing you want to look at is if the backside of the blade here, if it's smooth and flat. In this particular case, it's not. So I just want to take care of that. So what we do is we can use a paddle hone. It's a diamond hone. I make these things. I sell them for around $12 each. So because there's a nick and lump here, I'm just going to quickly, I don't know if the camera's picking that up. See the shiny parts? Those are the high parts. So we just want to, oops. Sorry, this is going to be a brutal video, I get that. So we just want to hone that flat. The important thing to remember here is to keep the hone perfectly flat on this back surface, okay? So now you can see, like, there's still some high spots, but for what we're trying to accomplish here, that's good enough. So the other thing to look at is, right, this is a bypass pruner. This blade goes past the anvil, right? So we just want to, oops, the blade goes past the anvil. So we just want to make sure that this is also flat and smooth, that there's no lumps sticking out. Right, just a few simple passes, okay? So you can see it's smooth now. So the business end of all of this is right along this edge. Okay? I don't think you can see that. And so all we got to do is hone it, right? Out comes the paddle hone. There's some pretty good nicks in here. Really good nicks. And if this edge is too hard to see, a good little trick is you get a Sharpie and you carefully color in that edge. Now you can see the whole edge is black, okay? And so when I've got the hone, I can now see, quite accurately see, quite readily and easily see where I'm honing. Unfortunately, with the camera I'm using, I don't think you're going to be able to see what I'm doing, so I'll just do this off camera, so please bear with me. Okay, see that shiny edge now? And that's all I've done. I'm not honing back here, I'm just going right on that cutting edge. That's all we need to do. Okay? You know, once you've, oops, get back in the screen here. Once you've done this whole edge along here, you just check the back side for flat, right? And take a few swipes. You know, if I had the ability to edit what I'm shooting here, I'm sure people wouldn't be getting seasick watching this. But now we're good. We're good to go, right? Like, this thing is sharp as the day it was bought, okay? Hopefully this was useful. You know what? While I've got you, I'll show you a smaller set of handheld bypass pruners. Same thing as with the other tool. You sharpen, you don't sharpen, you check this inside edge of the anvil and make sure there's no lumps, right? You don't have to worry about this face here. Just, you don't want to have any lumps going into this cutting face here, right? Because when you close the blade, as you can see here, the blade bypasses. It goes past this. So that's why you want this edge to be perfectly flat. The same thing with the back side here. You want that edge to be perfectly flat and smooth. So it's always good to wash the accumulated gunk that you get from your plants when you're doing a lot of yard work. And that's it. Like, I can feel there's no burr, there's no nothing. And so now on this edge, right, here I'll use the pencil. Sorry about the earthquake. On this edge, it's hard to see, even wearing glasses. So we'll get the Sharpie out. Okay. And just carefully. You don't have to color the whole thing in, and when you're doing it, you don't want to slice your finger if it's sharp. So what I like to do is I like to support this whole thing on something, but for demonstration purposes, so you can see that I'm removing the Sharpie from the very cutting edge first. So I need to flatten, I need to change the angle, right, of this paddle hone. Okay. Oh, and there's a bit of a burr. And that's flat. We'll check this face. And that's it. So, real simple tool, real great tool. Originally I had bought these two diamond paddle hones, right? You get a little surface like that. Two different grits here. They're, I don't know, $10 or $12 each here. What I really didn't like about these was just how flexible. Well, you can see how bendy that is, right? I didn't like that. So I made my own, just use a nice piece of wood here and attach two different grits of diamond paddles on here, and that's it. If you can't find these and you want to get something, if you can't find these things locally here, hardware stores carry them, contact me. And I'll set you up with something from here if that's what you want. Okay? Cheers. Hope this was helpful.